Welcome back to Tungsten Tales. Today we're looking at the second quarter of the draw for the 2020 PDC World Championships. And the headlining name in this quarter is Gary Anderson, the two-time back-to-back world champion. He takes on the winner of Nitin Kumar and Brendan Dolan. Today, this has been a year of resurgence for Brendan Dolan. He's of course been victorious on the Pro Tour, qualified for most of the majors over 2019, but getting past Nitin Kumar, he should face Gary Anderson in the next round. Gary's dealt with a few back issues, but you'd like to think he's got the quality to take it over the line and possibly go on to the latter rounds and maybe even win that third World Championship. Elsewhere, in what is an absolutely stacked quarter of the draw, Nathan Aspinall. He faces the winner of Daniel Baggish and Andy Bolton. Baggish, of course, won the North American Championship a few months back, and Bolton's been coming back into form, playing a lot on the Euro Tours, qualifying for them outright. But Aspinall, a UK Open champion now, really announced himself 12 months ago at the Alexandra Palace. He'll be looking for another big run in the World Championship, cement himself well inside the top 16, possibly in the top 10 in the world with a good run. So Aspinall is one of the picks that I've outlined for the PDC World Championship, despite being placed in such a tough quarter. You've also got Krzysztof Ratajski and Jamie Hughes, two players that have been brilliant on the Pro Tour this year. Jamie Hughes, one of the standout names, I'd say, since switching from the BDO a couple of years ago now. Ratajski, victorious on the Euro Tour, knows what he's doing on the Pro Tour. His stage game isn't quite there, so I'd expect Hughes to win that one, but it should be a really excellent affair on the Ali Pali stage. And the final two ties I'd like to have a quick look at in the second quarter of the draw. Michael Smith faces the winner of Luke Woodhouse and Paul Lim. An interesting round one tie itself, actually. Paul Lim, of course, we know he's got absolutely bags of talent despite being well into his 60s. And Luke Woodhouse, he recorded a major shock, shall we say, in the Players' Championship, beating Daryl Gurney, who was the champion at the time. Some heavy scoring from me. He's a good solid player, but you'd like to think that Paul Lim, if he produces what he produced last year and has produced year on year in the World Championships and the World Cup, you'd like to think Lim would have enough to get through and face Michael Smith in the next round. We don't know how Michael Smith's going to perform. It's really 50-50 with Michael Smith. It's either 115 averages or 85 averages. He's been very good in recent years at the World Championships. Everybody remembers that victory against Phil Taylor, of course made the World Final last year against Michael van Gerwen. So we'll see which Michael Smith turns up against Paul Lim this time around, and hopefully the bully boy can get that first major title. And what a place it would be to do it at the Ali Pali. The last game I want to look at is Adrian Lewis's match against either Cristo Reyes or Lawrence Ilagan. Ilagan's been a bit of a crowd favourite over on social media. Everybody loves a bit of Lawrence Ilagan, a very aggressive player on stage, but can throw some excellent scores at times. Reyes, on the other hand, not a good year on tour for him, and he'll be hoping to upbeat that on the Ali Pali stage. Cristo Reyes, we've seen him do some great stuff on the Ali Pali stage, but he's really not been quite there. So you'd expect Adrian Lewis to come through this tie despite not being anywhere near his best from a decade or so ago. He's got the experience on that stage. He's won the tournament twice, of course. So Adrian Lewis, the pick to get through there in another very tough quarter. For me, Gary Anderson and Nathan Aspinall are the standout names. I mean, whoever wins that has got a serious chance of going on and lifting the trophy. For me, it's Nathan Aspinall over a long format. You'd hope Gary's back wouldn't cause him too much issues, but Aspinall, we've seen in the UK Open on that final day, was even excellent. Last year's World Championships, absolutely brilliant. So for me, Nathan Aspinall the pick to get through quarter two at the World Championships.